Hi, Amba.
Hi, Ramba. What
You know
happened to you?
what? I was thinking in the series which we are doing about open to learning, we have covered in the first episode why should somebody be open to learning, right?
Yeah,
Then we went a step back to understand what does it mean that from a point of view of definition or the basics, what does it mean to be open to learning? So people have understood what it means and why should you do that. So obvious next step is going ahead with open to learning. But then lot of times people get into this frame that how to go about and how to be
you
open to.
know what? Hold that pose. Hold that pose right there. You actually reminded me of the great thinker. When people visualized that, when they wanted to, when they had this question, people were told to think, but then they did not know how to. So they conjured up an image and they made the great thinker how to think the way he was sitting in deep.
Yeah, you know what? This is like expect you to go on a tangent, but even from that tangent, bring a point which fits into the situation. Hey Bhagwan, what do I do with you? But yes, that's true. We need visual representation to understand the how. So let's try and understand how to be open to learning. So, for example, you are interacting with a close friend of yours. Now, he and you are on the opposite end of the spectrum, and you both believe that you are right. And frankly speaking, you both are. However, the point is this is where how to of open to learning steps into. Instead of just holding on to your thought and believing what you are saying is the truth and the only truth, because when we think like that is the point when we get into arguments with people. Instead of that thinking, start thinking about what the other person is seeing. What is their perspective? You may not understand it, but know that there are more than one truth to the same situation. And when you start thinking like that, that is when you would learn how to be open to learning.
Absolutely. So you know what? In fact, this kind of reminds me of something which I'd come across. Okay, it was such a you can say, for every story there are three sides or three
Absolutely.
versions. Okay, so the first is your version. The second is my version. The third is the truth.
Absolutely. So this is, these are certain things a lot of us would know. And through our videos, we are just reminding you of that because knowing these things is not important. It is the practical utilization of these things which is more important. So when you
Absolutely.
start putting such jargons or proverbs to use in your daily life, you will automatically learn more things, and the question of how to learn would not be asked.
It reminds me of an incident which happened with me and my way back in my college days, early college days. Um, I used to, I in our community. So one of my dad's friend, he was in our community, and I used to frequent it more compared to my dad. Okay.
Mhm.
One day he heard me. He heard me asking a few questions. Okay. Then and he heard what type of questions I was asking. That piqued his curiosity, and then he observed me on a few occasions. And one day he told me, Ayaz, you're asking a lot of questions. Why do you do that? I said, to gain knowledge.
Mhm.
He just looked at me and he said just two lines. Okay. There's just two lines.
Yes,
It's good to ask questions, it's good to gain knowledge, but knowledge gained without implementing it is useless.
that's such an amazing advice your uncle gave to you. And I think this should be the biggest takeaway for our audience today, that knowledge is great, but you need to also implement that knowledge in your daily life. And that
With
is when,
proper understanding.
absolutely, only then it is of any use. And together, when we are open to such kind of discussions and interaction, we would end up making a better world, better society for ourselves. So yes,
Absolutely.
thoda gyan zyada ho gaya, but that's also important at times. I hope you enjoyed what you saw over here and agree with us. And if you don't, leave a comment and we would love to know your thoughts.
Absolutely. So I would put it across in this way. If you're open to learning from you can say from people, you will be watching this entire series of Amba and Ramba, not only this series, but all the videos with the intention of learning something new every time. On that note, what do you feel? That do you feel differently? Well, no problem at all. Feel free to let us know. You can pick up the phone and give us a call, or you can leave a comment in the comment section below. Do not forget to like and share this video with your near and dear ones, and subscribe to our channel as well, so that you will get notification for our upcoming videos. And stay tuned for the next. And feel free to join our WhatsApp group as well. Until then, take care and stay safe.
Thanks for your
Goodbye.
time.